Hi, thanks for watching. This is a video presentation for the 17th International Conference on Learning that was held in Hong Kong, sponsored by the Institute of Education of Hong Kong from July 6th to the 9th of the year 2010. The title is The Effectiveness of Blackboard and its Discussion Boards in a Junior Computer Science Course, a Survey and Students' Reflections. My name is Abdul Hamid Badawi. I am the presenter of this paper. Introducing you to the study that we made, we have to give you some background about what the course was about, how many hours, and many of the details. So this is a 300 level computer organization course that the students write some significant programming projects into it. The course is structured in such a way that there is a course management system that's used across campus, and in this course it's a commercial package called Blackboard. It has all sorts of things. One of the key distinct features that this course makes use of is its discussion board. The course comes in the hierarchy. Hierarchy of courses students need to graduate as a 300 level course. There is a 200 level course that leads to this course, which is a 200 level course. As I said, it's a simple C programming course. It's a 4-credit course, but the difference between the two courses in terms of the presentation is that that course doesn't have a discussion board used in it. And we have seen a lot of traffic on the discussion boards in this course, so we decided to see what really is the impact of this on the students. How do they value it? Do they hate it? Do they like it? How often do they use it? So to to give our students some motivation to do this survey, which they had only 12 hours to do it, we gave them 1 extra point in their total grade for participation. Let's see how many attempts were to take the survey, how many people participated, how many people completed. So we had 53 attempts, 49 participants, 47 completions. The total number of students who participate, who are in the class, are 65 registered students. The completion rate we had was 72%. The participation rate was 75%. So we did beat the boundary that the University of Maryland has for their course evaluations, which is a limit of 70%. We were able to beat it, and we only had half a day, 12 hours for the students. Now let's move on to the survey itself. Question 1 was, is ELMS, and ELMS is the name of the Blackboard version that they use it. They have a name for it at the University of Maryland. A helpful learning tool. Is ELMS a helpful learning tool in ComSci 311, the name of the course that we are talking about? 64% of the students said yes, they love it, and 2% hated it, and 34% of the students just were neutral. They didn't lean anyway. We did something in this survey where we gave the students free range. They can add their own comments to each question. So for this question, the students gave us 40 of the students who participated, they gave us their short answers here. 7 didn't, since we have 47 completions. And we did this to most of the questions, if not all of them. The second question was, do you prefer ELMS-based courses or not? So these results are consistent with the results that happened before, almost. So students preferred ELMS courses with 64%. Results with 35 short answers. Question 3, we asked the students how often do they post on the discussion boards, and the 45% of them said they find answers mostly on the discussion boards. They don't really post things that much. And there is a range of people who said they posted once a semester or maybe once a month, which means 2 or 3 times a semester. Some said more than that. Some people said they never posted. You might find that the total of the percentage wise here, it's not 100%, since we gave the students the option to select multiple things if they feel like multiple things apply to them. And we got 28 short answers. Question 4, we asked the students, do you try the boards first or you prefer office hours for asking questions? And we got a 43% of the students said they would prefer face-to-face, and 36% said it depends on timing, and 36% said they would prefer the ELMS posts if they solved their questions, of course. And some people said they just ask a classmate. You just don't bother. They just ask a classmate, which is really interesting. So we had for this question 25. Question 5, we asked the students if they trust posts that are answered or mainly conducted by their peers. And we had a whopping 53% said that they trust their classmates. They said, I trust my classmates. And we had 28 short answers for this. Some people said they are cautious. They not on everything they would trust their peers, and that was about the 20% range. 26% of the students said they would trust the answers if they are okayed by the instructor, and 9% of the people said no, they can be wrong. We don't really take these things too seriously. And the good thing here is that mostly people trust their peers, maybe not on everything, but once they have enough confidence in what is being said, as long as it's supported, they liked it. Or we asked them about how many posts do they read, and do they read everything? Do they read some specific posts? Do they check the title first before they decide to read it? And 51% said they would check the title, and 17% said they only read posts related to questions they have, and 40% of the people said that they read everything, and 25 short answers came up with this. We'll come back to the short answers at the We asked the students if they would prefer an ELMS-based course section over a non-ELMS-based section, and 51% said it's not a factor, while 43% of the students said they would prefer an ELMS-based section. And we didn't really give them a chance to have short answers. Would you participate? The eighth question was, would you participate more in the boards if you can post anonymously? The way things are structured now is that students' names appear next to the posts they have. And students were really amazing. 55% of them said they don't really care. Doesn't matter if the posts were anonymous. Some people said, 30% of the people said they would participate more, while 15% said they would have trust issues for anonymous posts. They wouldn't trust them. So mostly the students trust their peers even if they don't know them. 85% of the students, sort of. At least to be on the safe side, we can say that more 55% they considered it fine, while the participation would have gone up by 30% if it was anonymous. So some people have some issues speaking publicly or having their name attached to what they say, but it's not the majority, which is good. So the conclusion for this was that anonymity is not much of a factor. The ninth and last question, I guess, is we asked the students, did you participate in the survey because of the extra point, the freebie that you will get? And almost 90% of them said yes, and 10% said no. We got 31 short answers on this. The students were really good sports. They wanted to participate, and they appreciated the fact that they will be rewarded for that effort. And we really appreciated that effort from our students. Now let's go with the short answers. There is plenty of them. There is a lot of them for the questions. We got like something on average, like 30 of them on average for 7 of the questions, which is around 200 comments, which was huge. So the students sort of wanted their feedback to help. They knew that we are gonna publish this, or we are gonna do something with it. One of the most notable comments that the students said was, I do like giving feedback on pedagogy. Student feedback is hard to get and give in a big lecture hall. It benefits and improves the quality of the education environment. I really like this comment. I really appreciate the student who was really aware of how the things go, of how the process go, and how these things can impact the education that he will get and people after him will get. Some of the students said that since there is no anonymity, I'm fairly certain no one would knowingly pass on false information. Some of the students said discussion boards are the most useful tool. Some of the students said, one of the students said, I think it would be helpful if all courses has ELMS support. People also sort of liked ELMS or the Blackboard, since they can view their grades, the syllabus is there, assignments is there. There is a central location where they can find everything related to this course and other courses also. One other detail about this course, there is no discussion section for this course, so the students considered the discussion board as a facilitator for them to have a discussion. So it made the course for them easier to follow. One of the students really hated the guts of the GUI that comes up with ELMS. He said, it feels like a 90s web application. One of the funny comments, one of the students said, I trust everyone, when we asked about anonymity. So, in conclusion, the students see ELMS or Blackboard in the way it is used in our course as a website for the class. and a discussion board. People say it's centralized but hard to navigate. The students suggest that it needs a facelift. They also suggested that when we use it only alone. We don't use any other supporting web pages or other things where they need to get things off of there. The students also thought that it is the instructor who makes the use of ELMS good or bad. We really liked the short answers that the students gave to us. The students trust their peers, and likewise we should trust our students. The feedback that the students gave to us through the short answer things, although they were optional, they could have said things or not, we should trust our students. We should listen to our students. We should try to get their feedback to anything that we try in the classroom. We should always poll their opinions. It might be really helpful. It might tell us that what we are doing is hitting the right spots, or we need to change. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions or suggestions, please don't hesitate to email me or to submit your questions as comments to this video presentation. Thank you.